Hey everyone, Jen Decker back with another edition of AEW Top 5. This week's Dynamite on TNT was action-packed with the last two matches of the TNT Championship quarterfinals, as well as some insightful video packages from a few of your favorites on the All Elite roster. We thank you guys so much for keeping us trending throughout the night. You proved time and time again that we're in this together. So, without further ado, let's get into this week's Top 5 Moments of Dynamite as voted on by you, the fans. Tensions have been brewing between the best friends and the newly formed trio of the Superbad couple Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford and staple gun aficionado Jimmy Havoc. Last week, Havoc reaped his namesake during Chuck Taylor's match against Kip Sabian when Orange Cassidy tried to provide a little distraction for his friend. Havoc and Cassidy got into a scuffle at ringside, with Cassidy getting the worst end of it. The two faced off during this week's Dynamite, and it turns out you guys cannot get enough of it. Kicking us off at number 5, it's Jimmy Havoc versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh, look at that. Wow, Jimmy Havoc is a heavy hitter in this match. And now a paintbrush across it. Here comes...
Oh, look at this. Bam.
Well...
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jimmy Havoc doesn't mess around.
Ripcord into a 10th line. That one
And he fires back.
Yes, he did.
Orange Cassidy's an enigma, Tony. I can't figure this guy out.
No one can. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he gets... And Penelope Ford?
Wow.
Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian's?
Maybe Penelope's... maybe she likes Jimmy Havoc, too. Look at this. Come on, Chuck.
Oh!
Wow, look at the agility of Penelope Ford. And how dare Chuck Taylor lay his hands on a lady?
Oh, there comes Kip Sabian.
With his shade still on. He's like Indiana Jones. His hat never comes off.
I know that Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc are very close friends.
Oh, look at Penelope. What's she going to do?
Penelope.
Oh, nothing. Oh.
She rolls through and out of the way, and here comes Orange Cassidy. Freshly squeezed, got it turned up, 2, 3, and Orange Cassidy gets the win.
Only because of the interference of Penelope Ford.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, look at that. Dumped him right on his head. Havoc's not having it.
Oh, boy.
There you go.
Right on his noggin. Absolutely. And the best friends coming to the help of Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy laid out by Jimmy Havoc. And Kip
deserves it.
They say you always remember your first. Tag team champions, that is. Guys, get your head out of the gutter. I see you, comment section. Anyways, Scorpio Skies had a long road before he arrived here at All Elite Wrestling, and this week in a tell-all interview, we really got to the heart of the hardships he's overcome and what drives him to be the competitor that he is. And that's why he's your number 4 moment of the week.
Eventually, year after year after year of not making it, not having any luck, and anytime an opportunity would come, I would do my best, and then I'd find out afterwards, like, oh yeah, he's great, we love him, but we just don't have a spot for him. I went to my mom's gravesite, and I was just kind of talking to myself, talking to her, talking to God, just talking. Not really sure what my next move was. I just said, whatever direction I'm supposed to go in, show me. And I went home, and later on that night, the next day, I kind of made it up in my mind, let's give pro wrestling one more chance. I might fail. I might fall right, just flat on my face, but I'll have no questions. I felt like I had 2 outs, 2 strikes, and I stepped up to the plate, and I got that one opportunity and hit it out of the park.
I cannot wait to hear the rest of the story in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, coming in at number 3, Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara proved to live up to all the hype of their first match, and then some. These two are simply not afraid to push the boundaries when it comes to how far they will go to advance in this tournament, ladders and all.
Pay the price when you mess with the inner circle. He might never speak again, but as we know, he's not just going to lie down and take it. He's going to keep coming back, which is part of, it's the same problem as Moxley has. It's part of his appeal, but it's part of his stupidity that's going to end his career much earlier than if he just bowed down to the inner circle and do what we tell him to do.
He's very resilient. He has talked again. My God, he's on the ladder.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Jesus, what did I just see?
Did you see that? Tony Schiavone off his feet right now.
Oh, my God.
That was bad.
It's been a very emotional and gut-wrenching week for a lot of us here at AEW, with the possibility of this week being Dustin Rhodes' final match. All this after he called Cody earlier in the week and let him know that if he did not defeat Kip Sabian, that he would retire from pro wrestling. Since then, there's been an outpouring of support from not only his AEW roster mates, but the entire internet. Accompanied by his manager Brandy Rhodes, Dustin edged out a valiant Kip Sabian to punch his ticket to the next round. And that makes it your number 2 moment of the week.
Sabian screaming in the face of Dustin Rhodes, "This is my time." And look at this, just grounding and pounding him down, punching him right in his face. That's what you gotta do to beat Dustin Rhodes. Sabian's on fire. Aubrey Edwards can't even stop him.
Yeah, but Chris Jericho, he could get himself disqualified, and it's a tournament match. What's this all about?
Well, he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. But you can see there's nothing wrong with being intense. Brandy's out here. Brandy and Penelope get in a fist fight as Penelope gets to the ring. And once again, Brandy does nothing. Oh, jeez. She spins by him.
Oh, my God.
Big spear.
There you go. Roll her out.
I spoke too soon saying Brandy was standing around doing nothing, but she was waiting for her spot, and she found it.
Penelope still down. Kip looking at his girl. Destroyer. Code red. 1, 2, 3.
Rhodes gets the win. I can't believe it.
Here's your winner and advancing to the semifinals of the TNT Championship Tournament, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Well, I tell you, Kip had his attention turned to Penelope.
Looks like this last ride still got some road to travel, right through your final 4. Which brings us to your number 1 moment of the week. Not even the inner circle is immune to going a little stir-crazy during this quarantine, but that doesn't stop them from cracking the top 5 week in and week out. Forget the Savage and the Don't Rush Challenge. The Bubbly Bunch dares you to join them in for all the fun of a little flim-flam.
I got the perfect idea. How about we do a flim-flam video?
You guys know I love the flim flam.
I love the flim flam.
I don't know, guys. I'm just not in the mood.
Are you sure, Sammy? Because I can tell you this. Whoever does the best flim flam gets a prize. A container of hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer? That's all you had to say, Chris? Woohoo!
Well, all right. Let's flim flam.
That's right, Papi. That's how you do it. That's...
Ooh, yeah. It wasn't that good, guys. Sammy just wants us to be a show off. Enjoy your hand sanitizer, Sammy.
And there you have it, guys, your top 5 moments of AEW Dynamite on TNT as voted on by you, the fans. Didn't see your moment on the list? Better luck next week, where we'll get both semifinals matches, Cody versus Darby Allin and Lance Archer versus Dustin Rhodes. To cast your votes for the AEW Top 5, though, send us your top 5 moments using the hashtag AEW Top 5 to @AE Wrestling each and every week right after Dynamite concludes. We'll tally the results and get them to you right here over the weekend. Till then, keep up with us on all the social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share us with your friends, guys. Till next week, I'm Jen Decker reminding you to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. Thanks for being a part of the revolution. I'll see you kids in the comment section.